Why they get offended so easy? Throw a pair. Just take it and move on. Do 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 da do da do do do. Yo, Fluffs, what's up? It's good to see you guys. Thank you all for coming. I'm glad you could make it. Vicky, good to see you. Do you have PJ Group Chat?
Oh, good. That's still flying. Jesus still loves us.
Hey, man. Michael Con, what's up, Peter Dragon? How you guys doing? And we are live, I think. Yo, Fluffs, what's up? It's good to see you all. Tonight's going to be a very triggersome stream for some people. We've already been having some triggered numpties like Sean Hawkins coming in.
You know, Flatzoid, both you and Dave are just...
Get out of my pocket!
You are too much of a coward.
And Craig, FTFE, the Fallacy King.
You stupid woman.
That's gonna be an interesting one tonight. Yo, Fluffs, what's up? It's good to see you all. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. We have PJ in the house. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, good, bro. Oh, good. On my Todd. It hasn't been like this for ages. Where are you guys? Yeah. Oh, good.
Well, it's just us two, so don't know where everybody else is.
It's Friday night.
You
must have gone to the pub for a change.
I was wondering.
What?
What is that?
Can you hear that?
Yes, I can hear that. I can hear it coming from like your side. It's not coming. It's not in my side of the stream. I can hear it like in your. It's like it's in your room.
Huh? There's nothing here.
It's like you got a video playing in the background or something. What on earth is that? It's like.
What the?
It's like one of them.
This is really weird. I only have Restream open.
It's like one of them voices, no disguised voices. Like, yeah, like the kidnapper's not.
Yeah.
You don't come around with $4 million.
And I only have Restream open.
What is going on? Wow. Go on.
Okay. That's a bit weird.
Wow.
That was weird. Okay.
That wasn't a warning.
Let's move on.
That wasn't a warning from the devil, was it?
You just said make up your mind. It's getting late for me. I don't know. It sounded American. Again.
Is he doing it again?
Hello?
Oh, yeah?
What the hell is that?
I'm going to turn this up a bit. Fine off.
Is this some kind of joke? You know what? What's going on?
Yeah.
Discord, this Lord. Different. You know what? You know what's going on?
What?
I think I am somewhere in my Discord, is somewhere in a room or something.
Oh, do you think someone's in your room in Discord and it's open?
Voice connected. The main asylum. Sorry, guys. There we go. I'm out. It was Discord.
It was Discord.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, it did
was
sound
coming through?
Yeah, Vicky could hear it. She says that sounds creepy. Madness.
Wow. That okay. I was getting goosebumps on
I
thought somebody exorcist on my computer or something.
Yeah, I thought somebody gave you one of them links that when you click on it, that it gives you some crappy message. Like, wow,
I'm not closing everything. I can't figure out what's going on.
We've got your dog, your cat, and your goldfish. We need $10 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that was a bit of a weird thing. What a start for a stream.
Nice.
Hey, Spuddy, good to see you, man. Aziz, what's up, man? Carl Oppo, it's good to see you. Gio, thank you for coming. Really appreciate you. Vicky, glad you could make it. Saddlebum, woohoo! Glad you can make it. Barry. glad to have you in. Yeah, and Jeff Gassett and Scott. Scott Gog is in as well. Good to see you.
He can come in.
Yeah.
He's a good guy for Glover. It'd be nice if he come in.
Scott he did email to ask for a debate, and I did reply.
Oh,
so
yeah.
looking forward to that. But yeah, tonight is just going to be a fun chat night again. Trying to
Cool.
see if any Globers will show up and actually, talk about the evidence for a globe.
I think that's why Scott's turned up,
Maybe.
I hope
But
so.
so yeah, if you have any evidence globies you want to discuss for the globe, tonight's your night. The restream link is above there. Hit that like, share the show, come in, and we really would appreciate you presenting your evidence. I mean, we've done this. How many streams have we done this, PJ? And how many times have we had people actually come on and actually try?
Scott's come
1,
in and
2.
I
think we've had like 3 people ever.
Yeah, Scott, mopped.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a lot of people. I think we can count them on a one hand. That's how much people we've had to try and come in.
I could count it on one hand with an amputation on it as well.
But yeah, the link is on top. Thank you, Vicky. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so tomorrow night there's going to be no stream. PJ's streaming tomorrow night. You want to tell everybody what you're going to be streaming?
Absolutely, just whatever we want to stream. Just fun, just a fun night. Same again. There's no topic.
Oh, okay, so we're just going to have a chat.
Just a random, the same as what we did last time. If anybody wants to talk about something, they can. If not, we'll just watch some crap and talk some nonsense.
Yeah. Scott, you don't need to really come and talk about the globe if you don't want to. You can talk about anything.
We can talk about anything.
Yeah, talk about flowers if you want to.
Yeah, we can tell me how good your bouquets are when you arrange them and stuff. Or anybody's bouquets, not necessarily yours.
I was on soft stream this morning.
Oh yeah, I slept all night this time for a change.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's because I went fishing yesterday and caught nothing, so I was so tired.
We got 22 votes though. Will a globe defender have the balls to show up? Yes, 23%. No, 77%. So, yeah. Spuddy says he'll pay a baller. You'll play baller. Okay, can play baller, man. Well, do a baller impersonation. We'll see what you can present. Could be fun.
Do a ball win. A ball win.
I was listening to a video from Mortimer today. We can actually go through that one maybe if you want to.
That'd be cool.
It's not flat Earth related though.
Do you know, just on something completely off topic. I mean, I had a message from a friend, and he's trying to get an antique Bible, to check out Mandela effects and stuff like that. Well, I think that's what it's for. He hasn't said directly, but I think that's what it's for. And he got back to me and says the price of antique Bibles have gone sky high because I think they've caught on to the Mandela effect and people wanting to buy older Bibles. And I was I never even thought of that happening, but it was quite obvious it was going to, isn't it? Once people catch on.
But they are going to, especially if they become relics now. It's going to...
Of course.
Skyrocket. Yeah, Jeff, I was on there this morning. It's actually quite nice. Even what's her name was on there? Luca.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was on there.
That was a treat.
But it was a good show. It's good to see Soft's channel doing so good and growing, really doing well.
Oh, I just got another email from Mark, so that's good. I'll read it after the show, though.
Awesome. Yeah, shout out to Mark.
Yeah, shout out to Mark from Nothing Is As It Seems podcast. He's brilliant. He wants to interview me and Michael on his show individually, so it's good. But we've still got to do a part 3 with him, but it won't be a live. It'll be a recording. It'll get put out as a video when we do it.
Okay. Hey, Dave, good to see you, man. Okay, so Friar Casey tries to prove God.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because Mortimer, look, this Friar Casey dude, this priest or whatever, he's also got a lot of things wrong, the fundamentals wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, but Mortimer also has a lot of fundamentals wrong, just like trying to say nothing has a purpose, it only has a function. Function by definition means purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a
But I
function,
mean,
you
you
got
see, that's
purpose.
arguments he gives.
Yeah, you got a
It's like,
function, you got purpose, isn't you?
yeah, like this pen, it's got a function to write. That means its purpose is to
Right.
write.
Yeah. It's kind of goes hand in hand. It's synonymous.
Yeah, it's synonymous with each other, exactly. Andy Worth, Globies won't come here because every time they stick their heads
Whoa, no.
parabet, they get timed out. That's rubbish. Why are you in here then, Andy?
Exactly. I was going to say, Vicky, whoa, that's not long enough. Try timing out for 3 days.
Hi, sure. Good to see you. It's very simple. You guys always just make excuses. This is the reason we have these streams. Is because you guys are all bark and no bite. It's always no. You guys are so dumb. You don't know anything. Okay, come and present your evidence. Have a discussion, and when asked to, invited, no, you're just an echo chamber. You guys are morons. You mean to me. That's it. How can we be mean to someone if they don't even come in?
Yeah, exactly. I
Nike,
mean,
alsjeblieft.
yeah, that's even better, Vicky.
Yeah. No stress, Scott. We'll definitely have that debate when you want, man. Because he did email me. He did say he does want a debate, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
quite cool.
And he's
Give
one
me
of the
2
good
seconds.
ones. Yeah. He is one of the good ones. And Guy at Flats' kids are being rowdy tonight. Yeah, that's it. I bet you thought, Vicky, I was going to give you in trouble for that. No, what are you doing, Vicky? I was going to say, give him a week. I bet you thought I was going to say, what are you doing? He's a good guy. No, not Andy Worth, babe. Not Andy Worth. If I'm being heard, I don't know if the stream's been muted, but sounds like, oh no,
Sorry.
it's just muted itself.
Children.
All right, I was just chatting along.
No, thanks. Yeah, I heard that. Children, you know how children are.
Oh,
Okay. So let's see how this priest guy tries to prove God, and Mortimer tries to debunk his proof of God.
cool.
It should be interesting.
Good.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Our old buddy Kate.
Why is he still wearing that purple shirt? Because didn't we comment about this purple shirt before?
I've noticed that with a lot of YouTubers that they were like just the ones that make a lot of money, like Shane Dawson, all that kind of people. They all seem to, when they do a certain stream, when he was doing like the conspiracies, Shane Dawson, he had the same jumper for every single time he did an episode. Or you get a lot of people on YouTube that do that. They wear the same top every time they do a video. It's a YouTube top.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Good
They
to
do
see
that. Here's the reason they do that, man, is because then they can splice in other recordings that they put in later or, done at different times and stuff. It's the same thing. If you've ever watched the Dukes of Hazzard,
Yeah.
the TV show, notice how they always have the same clothes.
The blue flannel. Yeah. Got you.
That was so they could just splice in stock scenes that they had with the other footage.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah, I mean them stock scenes as well. You get them a lot with cartoons, don't you? You go to one Tom and Jerry and you see the same scenes from another cartoon and stuff like that. But you do see it with like the A-Team. There was a lot of stock scenes in that as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Vicky, exactly. If they weren't trolling, they wouldn't get timed out. It's as simple as that.
That's right.
It's like it's like being a thief and you get caught stealing, and then you moan that you got locked up because you got caught stealing. You asked for it. Trolling is not allowed here. It's as simple as that. You want to troll, you will get banned. If you don't like it, don't troll.
Come on over to my channel and troll. We'll play with you. We'll play with you.
No, our times here are over with trolls, mate.
Mm-hmm. That's
It's
fun.
crazy. But yeah, we would like Globies to just come and show us evidence, because I still get every day, it's definitely a globe. You flat earthers are stupid.
Well, Andy, instead of complaining, should have showed what he was worth and come in and give his evidence.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with Mortimer.
Casey the Catholic is at it again. You remember the guy who likes to dress in brown? This guy?
For Catholics, this does not mean that God is the result of some wishful thinking or illogical fallacies.
I suspect that clip will come in handy. Let's see what amazing, brand new evidence you can bring to the table.
Okay, but
Let's see
didn't you say for Catholics there?
Yeah, let's see how much charisma you haven't got.
Yeah, but did notice this guy, this friar, he did say for Catholics. So this is specific just for Catholics' beliefs.
Yeah.
In the absence of verifiable scientific evidence for God.
Well, then what's the point of this video? The question, does God exist, is a question about the actual state of observable reality. You know, the physical reality, whatever you want to call it, the reality around us, external reality. And questions about that are answered by looking at the empirical evidence.
Yeah, but if you're talking about God, you can't just take the physical into consideration. I mean, that's what you get empirical evidence for, is physical things round about you. You can't take something that's supernatural and just talk about the physical. You've got to talk about the other side of it, you know?
He's in a category error.
Yes. That's my long way of saying it.
Yeah, he's in a category error. God is supernatural, so you can't use the scientific method on God.
No.
I don't know how much times you have to explain this to these people.
God's the reason there is a scientific method in the first place.
Yeah. It's crazy. But I mean, this is the most fundamental things when it comes to science. If you don't know that God is supernatural and science is specifically based on natural world, you don't get that fundamental basics. I don't think you should be talking about the subject. Because that's like literally baby food argument.
Yeah.
Excuse me again.
When he says empirical evidence, though, you know, it's like, you mean like pictures of gravity? You know?
That's the metaphysical.
That's why I saw FTFE on Twitter today. He was going after somebody, this guy TM, and TM's thing was, he said, you are not going to observe a physical mountain silhouette due to refraction. You're disingenuous and lack the ability to be honest. And FTFE reposted it and said, how to say I'm retarded and don't understand anything and need to feel special without saying I'm retarded and don't understand anything and need to feel special. So I replied to it. I says, show him a picture of gravity. That'll learn him.
That'll learn him.
Learning. Yeah, guys, 34 people watching. Only 11 likes. Please hit the likes, guys. I'm sure we can get at least to 25 by now. What's going on?
Where am I at here? There's one.
Okay,
you have a model that makes a prediction and you look for evidence supporting that prediction that could potentially have falsified it.
That's false as well. That's wrong.
Ryan,
the model is based on already based evidence. So you've already got your evidence, then you have a model describing that evidence. Not you have your model and then say, oh, look, evidence. That's what pseudoscience.
Ryan, at the top of the screen, as usual, the top of YouTube, that's where the link is.
Hello.
He's there. Well, you asked the question and he appears.
Yeah, what's up, Ryan?
I know, speak of the devil, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, scientific models, how difficult is it to understand? Scientific models is based on evidence, not you base evidence on models. That's pseudoscience.
Yeah.
That's why. But this is why we sit in the predicament we do with the globe today. I think you guys would agree. Because the globe has done it. They've totally changed it around. They create a model and say, look, evidence based on the model. That's not scientific.
Is it happening again? Is it still happening?
What?
What?
He was in Restream. He was in Discord earlier, and the sound was leaking through, but didn't realize it. That it was Discord.
No. I'm not. I thought Dave wanted to say something. He looks very.
Oh, all right.
Very on his seat to want to say something.
Oh, right. I thought you were getting that feed through again from Discord.
That was freaky.
Yeah, it was freaky. It was one of them voices, sort of, like that someone would muffle their voice and turn it like sort of low to say that you're going to this is I'm going to steal your cat. I've stolen your cat, your dog, and your goldfish. I want $10 million.
$10 million or your cat dies.
Yeah,
I heard that. I pulled it up on the TV in there, and I was getting all my stuff already, and I heard that, and I was like, "That's weird."
Yeah, it was.
That was freaky.
I was picking up some kind of weird frequency or something, man.
Hey, Dillian, good to see you. But I mean, I was like thinking, what the hell's going on? Why such a freaky voice there? It can just be normal voice saying, "Hey, how's it going? I see you in here," whatever. I still don't know how I got linked onto there anyway. Hey, Jamie Bruce, good to see you. Still no ballers, guys.
Oh man, come on.
How sad is that?
They can't.
Oh, and that real physics guy, that guy says a real physician. What? A real nuclear physicist, Heinrich. He's still running away from a chat. He's not even answering me, but he's got all his trolls, gullible troll followers trying to defend him.
Another nuclear physicist. So it's what, 2 that we have now? We've got Craig and this guy.
Craig and the guy Heinrich, the guy that doesn't understand Duran's law and Pascal's law, but he's a nuclear physicist.
Oh my God! I think these people. I've never met so many pilots and surveyors as I have. They're all on Facebook.
But that's the weird thing. When you talk to actual PhDs and stuff, they don't really mingle on like Facebook and YouTube and stuff.
No.
You know what I mean? They're like always. They're always practically in their books.
Yeah.
They don't really have time to just sit hours a day on social media. But these guys claiming to have PhDs and things of this,
piled high,
are just constantly on social media. Just doesn't make sense.
He's a nuclear disaster, digital. That's what he is.
Hey, Digital Intel, good to see you, man. I still think he was in the Navy, but he was a potato peeler.
Yeah.
Cabin boy.
Oh no.
He was the cabin boy.
Yeah.
That was his job.
Okay, let's get around. See what they used to.
In other words, you use science. So if you have no scientific evidence, if you admit straight up you have no scientific evidence, then guess what? You have no evidence.
Nah.
Wow.
Do you agree with that?
Wow.
I mean, I can put this. I have evidence this is a pen. I don't have scientific evidence this is a pen, but I have evidence this is a pen.
Definitely.
So therefore, I don't have evidence this is a pen because it's not scientific.
There you go.
That's a logical deduction. Illogical deduction. This guy.
It's like a scientific experiment is different from, say, experimenting with someone like someone would experiment with their sexuality, that type of thing. You know what I mean? Not that I know anybody like that.
Yeah, think about it this way. Science is not made to prove things, like as he says. Science doesn't prove God. Science is there to figure a cause for an effect. Okay? As simple as that. How are you going to science the existence of God?
Is that the same one you had there yesterday?
There's a lot of evidence for God.
Science.
It's not scientific. That's what I said. It's a category error. I mean, we've only gone 1 minute through his thing, and the guy hasn't got anything correct yet.
Yeah.
It's quite bad.
Yep.
Theologians and philosophers have turned to logical arguments to prove God's existence for centuries.
Arguments are not evidence. The argument, what you'd call the proof for the existence of gravitational waves, was presented by Albert Einstein in 1916.
That's also him again. The guy said theologians and philosophers have gone to arguments to give evidence for God. He didn't say that is evidence for God. I don't even know why we're going through this video, because we're probably going to have to stop every 2 seconds just to say this guy doesn't even understand English sentences. If you guys have anything other we can watch, feel free to share, because we're waiting for a baller to come on and share their globe. Prove to us.
The Saturday morning cartoon.
Aren't they meant to be the majority?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if any of you know any globers that feel they have the kahunas to show up and just talk to us a mano to a mano, I mean, we're not going to bite.
No.
A normal discussion.
Not too hard.
Yeah. You might not. I bite sometimes, man.
Yeah. You got to have a little nip.
Okay.
It's a
Just
power
a wee
play.
nibble.
It's a power play thing, man. That's all right.
Who's that? Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Is that who that is? Oh, it's Einstein.
I know every time I see that guy's face, man, I think clown. I mean, he literally looks like a clown. His face, he looks like a clown to me.
He does.
I actually know someone that looks like that. If he had to dye his hair gray, he can look exactly like Albert Einstein.
Oh.
Exactly. He's got the same facial features, same nose, everything.
Man, everybody
German
knows
or something?
long hair, but he did used to have short hair at one point, didn't he?
So have you guys seen some of the stuff Witset's been putting out here recently?
Oh, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched
It's
it.
kind of not his usual fare.
Okay.
Share it. More than I'd rather watch that than Mortimer that doesn't even know how structural sentences work.
Well, I'm subscribed to him on Twitter, and he's been putting out a lot of stuff about this Trump and the Antichrist and Israel's role in all of this. It's really pretty interesting. This thing that he's come up with here today, if you want, I can share.
Yeah, you can share. It's gonna be much more interesting than Mortimer.
Yep.
Or that goofy pastor that.
So he says here, Donald Trump still hasn't announced his vice president for his presidential candidacy. My previous post discussed how 150 rabbis on behalf of the Israel Heritage Foundation has recently given Donald Trump the crown of Jerusalem, which is a crown that is only to be placed on the head of their Messiah. They also recently gifted him a menorah in honor of his role in the Abraham Accords, which calls Donald Trump the Prince of Peace, referring to as Isaiah 19:1.
Yep.
He moved the embassy to Jerusalem on the 70th anniversary and was then printed on a temple coin with his face beside King Cyrus, the king that ordered the building of the temple. They have recently received a prophetically important red heifers, one of which they claim must be sacrificed soon to bring about the Messiah. Many Jewish rabbis have claimed that their Messiah is already on the earth. He has just not yet presented himself as such to the world. But as far as we know, Trump is not Jewish. Their Messiah is supposed to come from the line of David. Would they accept a Jewish conversion similar to his daughter? Or will Donald Trump announce his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, as VP? Was he given the gifts of the Messiah because they consider him the Messiah, or is he supposed to give them to Jared Kushner, who was really behind establishing peace in the Middle East with the Abraham Accords?
Well,
So-
you do know they could just come out and say Trump has Jewish bloodline.
Oh, yeah. It says here, if Trump won the 2024 presidential election with Jared Kushner as his VP, then died or was removed from office, who would be president of the United States? His Jewish son-in-law, Jared Kushner.
Yeah, because
No.
the red heifer, the one they are. See, the thing is, the red heifer they're going to sacrifice now. They got 3. The first one now they're going to do the altar sacrifice to practice and to get their priests clean for when they're going to do the actual altar sacrifice when they build the 3rd temple.
So
yeah, this is definitely part of the times. It's just weird to see Witzer talking about this though.
it is. He did a thing on his channel about Zionism. It's on
Remember,
YouTube.
we're dealing with God here, guys. God speaks to all of us.
Yes, Dylan, their Messiah is our Antichrist, as the Bible says.
I
He
don't
will
know.
sit on the throne and declare himself as God.
Oh, okay. That doesn't play except in Reddit. Yeah, there's the
Even if he's joking,
there's the coin, and there's that crown, the menorah, and that makes sense. That makes sense with Kushner too,
Yeah.
because it has to come from the line of David.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting, a little different from the usual fare that we see from Witsit.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely something.
Yeah, I think he's got a video. Let me see, on YouTube recently. Let's go to his channel. Let's see. Yeah, he's got one 2 days ago. Is Trump the chosen one? One on Zionism Part 2. He put out 8 days ago. That's a 3-hour one. Yeah, so I don't know, man. This is let me go to his channel.
And one thing we have to make clear for people, it's not anti-Semitic just to say this is prophetic things that are happening. The Jewish
Right.
people as a whole, Israelites, are not anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? The Israelites are still God-fearing people. They're just, unfortunately, they're waiting for the wrong Mashiach. And that is part of what the Bible says will happen in the end times.
Yeah.
And you do get the Zionists that control it.
It's a made-up nonsense word to begin with. It was actually
it's a slur. It's actually a slur.
Yeah.
Well, it was made up, I think, by the Soviet government. You know, their propaganda people, and to label and punish and persecute anyone that was questioning the 80% Jewish party members that were running the whole show. So people were saying, oh, those Jews are doing this, that, and the other. Oh, that's anti-Semite. And the reality is Semite from Shem, it's a language group. It includes the actual Hebrews, Palestinians, and all of those people in that region. So to be against a language group? I don't like people that speak a Semitic language. What? It's so dumb.
They've made it easy to call someone hate. You know what I mean? They think people just hate a race or something too easy today. I mean, I'm all for Israel. I got nothing against them. So when we say the Zionist kind of thing, you have as we say, you got the elites, the Illuminati, you know, the Jesuits. You got the people behind the control of what's happening. This is what we're talking about. They are guiding it to get to this.
Well, the thing is that not all Jews are Zionists, but the Zionists hide behind Judaism. This is what they do. They hide behind that. And they've got their little protective groups out there, the ADL and such, the Southern Poverty Law Center. They're all designed to keep that mask up. You know, as soon as somebody says something or calls something out about it, then they're automatically, oh, you're anti-Semitic. And it's like, what? Where do you get that from?
Yeah.
And automatically that label right there automatically draws, because the way they've got everybody programmed, just merely saying the word Jew, it throws spikes up on people. It throws spikes up in their back, you know, like, oh, what do you mean Jew? What do you mean?
What did you say? You talking about the Jews again?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think people don't really understand words these days. I mean, I laugh a lot, and like I hear when the Jews are talking about the Palestinians and something, and the Palestinians are like, they're genociding us. It's like, no, they're not genociding you. You don't even know what genocide means. Like,
You know,
just because they talk against you doesn't mean they're genociding you.
Here's a little thing. This is from 1987. A guy named Ted Pike, 35 years ago, and this is only like a minute long.
Put on screen. There we go.
I'm Ted Pike, and this is my wife, Alin. Today, a foreign government, Israel, operates the most powerful lobby in Congress. This is AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Through control of Congress, Israel demands and gets nearly $5 billion annually. No elected official dares criticize Israel for fear the Jewish lobby will accuse him of anti-Semitism, the kiss of death for any politician. The president also knows what Israel wants, Israel gets. To act otherwise is political suicide. The mass media, founded and controlled primarily by Jews, manipulates the spigot of information out of which Heartland America drinks. The message of this contaminated source is, if you criticize Israel, you are anti-Semitic. Be safe, keep your head down, or you are fair game for being knocked off by the Zionist shooting gallery.
As a result, our president and elected officials are slaves to political correctness when it comes to Jews and Israel.
Damn it.
They cannot seriously criticize Israel, especially as the source of Mideast strife and terrorism. They cannot suggest an end of aid to Israel. They cannot even protest Zionist control of Congress.
And that's true.
And that was 1987.
1987.
That's. I mean, you could constructively criticize them. You know what I mean? Or just a person who is Jewish and just say something in just general, and then it's anti-Semitic. You know, nothing to do with their faith, nothing to do with their nation. You know what I mean? Just in general.
Yeah, well, it's got to do with anything. I mean, look at the damn tree huggers today. You just tell them, listen, get to see a doctor.
They what?
A tree huggers. I call them a tree huggers.
Tree huggers.
They hug
tell them
trees?
just go get some mental health, and then they'll start calling you hate. You hate them.
As long as they don't lay themselves in the road, I'll run you over. Just don't do that.
Yeah. I don't. I'm not gonna play that.
There's too much political correctness today. It's just too much hate speech.
I mean, you
Everything
can come
is
in
hate
with your
speech.
tractors and spray shit on the Capitol for all I care, but don't block the highway, man. I got to get where I'm going.
That's it. Yeah,
well, I'm serious, but I'm joking too at the same time. You know, like I wouldn't really run anybody over, but I might get out and pick you up and throw you out of the way.
I've seen them do that, man.
Did you see that that video I posted?
What if there's an emergency? Like these people have to like think about what they're doing, right? Like if there's an ambulance and it gets stuck in traffic, I mean, think about that. Like,
did you see that video I posted earlier in Element? That short with they're busy doing a play on the Jesus crucifixion, and it's just a reenactment. And the guy, all of a sudden, you see a guy hop on stage with a pan. As soon as the Roman soldier is trying to crucify Jesus, he hops on stage and starts hitting the Roman soldier. He's attacking him.
what? Wait a minute. He comes out with a pan and does what? Hits him?
Yeah.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, he jumped on stage and started beating up the Roman soldier because he's
That's
crucifying
hilarious.
Jesus.
How could you not laugh at that?
That was good. Still no globies.
Yeah.
What's going
Yeah, there's
on?
only one problem. If somebody would have done that and saved him, then we would all be in big trouble.
Mm.
We'd have no way to be saved.
I think I'm going to do a stream, guys. A 24-hour stream where I'm going to just show a plant growing.
You know what?
And
You'll get
I'm just going to
subscribers,
put a
bro.
sign there. I'm just going to put a sign there. This is a globie giving evidence.
Right. Well, maybe you just finally got rid of them. You know,
Dividing cell by cell.
I really think they're just too scared to come and talk. I think we've scared them off because they just don't get anywhere with us. I don't know.
Well, it might be because of all of us on TikTok that are just wrecking people like left and right. There's a couple of live streams on TikTok that I've been a part of that we've just like literally shown them video evidence, documental evidence right there live on the thing. It's pretty cool. It's fun.
Yeah, I should actually share this stream now as well on Twitter and stuff. I forgot. Yeah, been a member for 18 months. Thank you very much. No global willing? Doesn't seem like it, nah, PJ. Really doesn't seem like it. If I can get now.
What?
Because share the show. Let people know we are live so we can maybe get them on here.
I'm just
do share the show now. I didn't used to because I didn't like, you know, a lot of people that I know aren't interested, but I've started doing it in places where I know I can get away with it. You know what I mean? Like I don't do it necessarily to everybody I know, but you know what I'm saying? I do share it now.
Naturalism.
I don't think I've seen anybody in here that I've shared it with, but hopefully I will.
What in the... Some guy stole a truck, an 18-wheeler, and smashed it into a state police station down in Texas a little bit ago.
Oops. Oh, wow.
It was intentional. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it was. I don't think it. Well, I don't know the circumstances, but yeah, it doesn't sound like an accident.
Kind of upset with the state police. Listen, people are getting fed up with these road pirates, man.
Yeah, I know.
The worse the economy gets, and they want to dick with people and taking food out of their mouth, man. People are getting
to figure out who's training all these damn cops and fix the problem. That's the problem, is the people who's training them to do it that way. Why are we teaching them to do it that way? It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's the whole thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be able to vote on things. Why can't we vote on that?
State police are nothing more than commerce police anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they work on 90% of their work is with traffic, right?
And contract,
or if it comes down to narcotics, alcohol, tobacco, things like that, because those are commercial things. They don't want people getting by without paying their fair share on it. See.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, PJ, for your Chennai support. 20 Chennai support from Victoria and her Spanner machine gun. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Get out of here.
Do you know, I tried to put in Spanner AK-47, never thought about it. It wouldn't let me do it. It wouldn't send the money. It wouldn't send it. It wouldn't take the cash. It said, no, your message has not been sent. I'm like, what? I've got money in the bank. What's going on?
Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. All right, I got a shout out. Angela Baby Carson.
I had to spell.
I've got another shout out.
Angela Baby Carson.
She bought an apron and a t-shirt today. So she's the first person that bought my merch. So shout out to her. Much blessings. So she's gonna have a Earth is Flat apron while cooking, and she's got a t-shirt and everything about it. So that's really cool.
Oh, that would really make my wife mad.
Yeah, so I didn't take a chance with that.
She would throw it down on the floor and probably never look at me for a week or something.
Well, we'll put it on again for you, PJ, just to say thank you. But yeah, machine gun. It says Spanner machine gun at least.
Yeah, I had to do that in case it didn't put that word in, because I wasn't thinking about it as in a message. I was thinking super chat. I wasn't even thinking,
Mm-hmm.
and I put in AK4 and a 5 and a 2, and they won't let me do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Space Miner,
you know how people.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
was saying
I was just going to
Space
suggest we.
Miner. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know how you want to make merch, but you want to make it affordable. So why don't we do it like where we have a contest and everybody buys raffle tickets or whatever, or they donate money or whatever, and to go towards the actual cost of making the shirts, and then whoever dips in or whatever gets a shirt out of the deal. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up paying for it where people are promoting it. You know what I'm saying? Rather than you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That way, you could get merch out there, and then you could get the message out better too. Just what I mean.
Yeah.
Stuff like that might help.
Because that's why I say I don't really push my merch that much anymore because I think the price. But I mean, I'm looking at it from a rand perspective. If it's in dollars,
Do we know
it's not
anybody
that bad.
Do we know anybody that knows how to screen print? Because we might get somebody that can make them for us real cheap or something.
Yeah, because I wanted to do it here, but where I am, it just works out very damn expensive. If I was
Yeah, but here
close
in
to-
America, I can order stuff really cheap on Amazon and get it delivered here, and then have it shipped to wherever we need to get it printed or whatever. If it was
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of thing, I could help out. Like it's easy to get supplies here in America, as far as I know, anyway. So if anybody's interested in that or whatever, like, and you're not here or whatever, you need help with that. I mean, I wouldn't mind helping you, provided you trust me. It's up to you, of course.
No, I don't trust you, Ryan. How can you ask such a thing, Ryan?
Well, honestly, I don't trust you either, but it's not because I don't trust you because you're not trustworthy. It's just because I really don't know you that well in that manner. But I think you
I
understand
was
that.
joking, but okay, I see it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No, you were being honest. It's okay. You're allowed to think anything you want. That's none of my business. Like I may not like it, but it is what it is.
You see, they told never trust the bald guy.
Well, you keep it up, you're going to be bald too, brother. Yeah, you keep lying like that, it's going to fall out for you.
Yeah, my hair's just getting thin. Damn. But my wife doesn't want me to shave it off, so I'm just waiting for it to fall.
Well, no, she might because it doesn't look it's not that bad yet. You know what I mean? She's probably still thinking, you're young yet, but you get a little older and it starts to fall out more. And she's like, all right, I give up. Yeah, let's see what it looks like without it.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah.
You see what we have to talk about
Yeah,
now, guys?
yeah, exactly.
Nobody's on presenting evidence, and we have to talk about hair.
Oh, my bad. Am I sidetracking you? I apologize.
Well, there's no sidetracking. We're just having a discussion. But it's good to see you guys here. Glad you guys. All police are bold.
Hey, watch it.
Well, the Antichrist does have to have a police nation. That's why they need martial law situated. So it's definitely going to be martial law when
Interesting
something does
concept. Okay.
happen.
I
Then
can't
you have
disagree
no
with
rights.
it. I mean,
Then you have no rights. And who are the people enforcing it? The military and the army, and the police. And they will just
I
do
think
what
the
they told.
Constitution covers that, but I could be wrong.
So yeah.
But I don't know what your country has or whatever that. I don't know how that works. So.
I watched a debate, or listened to a debate today. It's like 5 years old, actually, 5 years old, between Inspiring Philosophy IP, Mark Jones, against T Jump.
Oh God!
And it was also on the subject of evidence for God. And damn, T Jump was totally outclassed. Literally, the only argument he had the whole debate was appealing to consensus. That's it. That's the only debate. It's the only option he had the whole debate. He had nothing else other than saying, "I take consensus word for it." And that's very telling why the people are where they are, because they just choose to take consensus for everything, for their belief systems, and that's why they are where they are.
Yeah.
Not because of evidence, but because they choose to take consensus.
I didn't think you'd like me calling you Victoria, babe. That's why I said it.
Hey, Oxbow, good to see you. No Globers yet. They ran away. So yeah, hit the like, share the show, share it to everybody you know, and ask, Globies, where are you at? Well, you know what we can do? We can actually hop into a Discord if you guys want.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
We can hop
Where do you
into
want to go?
a Globie Discord, and we can.
Oh, they have those
there.
still?
Yeah.
Where's
Let's see.
McToon's at? Does he have one?
Yeah, but it depends if there's people in McToon's.
Well,
Ooh,
what? Oh, maybe there won't be. I don't know.
I see Blue. Oh no, but he's muted. In the one room they got Cole. I don't know who that is. Bierman, Blue Mobile Science, but he's muted and deafened, so he's obviously sleeping. Dan the Waterman's muted.
Sleeping.
Demon Stride is in. Extremis
Oh,
is
Demon
in.
Stride. Yeah, he's fun to talk to.
Parmesan.
I didn't know that's where he was at.
Not. So we can go in there if you guys want to.
Yeah, go ahead. We know he's at least polite, right?
I haven't spoken to Demon Stride actually, to be honest.
You haven't? I know him pretty well. He knows me as a rookie, though. Or Cookie Monster.
Okay.
This might be interesting.
You guys interested to have a discussion with him?
Why not?
Sure, why not? I am. I don't know about everybody else.
Sure.
Because we get no ballers in here, so we have to go and fish them out.
Hey, I was going to ask you guys, did you see about that thing that came up from Antarctica in the ocean and was pushing these waves like 85 feet high? And it came up right near you, right across the western part of Africa. It came up from the south and right up along this western half of it. I have a thing on it.
Wow.
No, I never heard anything. We can actually watch that quickly before we go in the chat then.
Let me see if I can find it.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, here. Is that it?
Beer popcorn or I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I don't know, man. This is really crazy, but let me bring this up. Let's see.
Dylan says, yeah, huge swells. But you see, I'm so far inland, so I wouldn't really hear from it. I would have to ask my brother using Cape Town.
Does this have sound?
He should know about it.
Oh, that's got really low.
He's always does have sound.
Let me back up to this other one. It's a little less. Here we go. Let's see if that's better. All right, there we go.
Real storm hit.
That's the water. Okay, those are like
waves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you see, it was recently, like a week ago, when my brother was saying very bad winds and storms and stuff.
Well, this thing seemed to come like out of nowhere from Antarctica, and it traveled north and went up by Africa, and they actually have it projected coming up along through the whole Atlantic Ocean right there between Africa and Europe and the United States. This is really
This very weird anomaly taking place on Ventus Sky. I don't know what this blob is here, but it's coming from what looks like Antarctica. If we backtrack a little bit, you're going to see it disappear and reappear on the screen. So we move into Monday the 8th, which was obviously 3 days ago. Watch as we move into Tuesday. This mass pops up with waves of 83.7 feet in height. What in God's name is this thing moving out of Antarctica, as you can see, and then it moves up the coast of Africa into the Atlantic Ocean. Watch this as we move into Wednesday the 10th, Thursday the 11th, which is today. This is going on right now. I don't know if these waves are actually hitting the coast or if this is some sort of glitch in the system, but I've never seen anything like this. This giant blob is showing 83.7 foot waves. This does not seem to be any sort of storm system. Let me zoom back out here. Let's move forward and see where this thing is projected to go. Watch this. Here's Friday the 12th tomorrow. Moving more up the African coast.
thermal?
Here is Saturday
the 13th.
You can see it start to wrap around the northern western coast of
Aro,
Africa
good to see you,
up
man.
into the Atlantic.
And
It is Sunday the
Peter,
14th.
Franz,
Monday the
good to see you, man.
15th, we are in the Atlantic Ocean with waves of 62.1, 63 feet. This is just incredible. Here
That's what I
is
still
Tuesday the
say. There's
16th, and
something
look,
from
the entire
Antarctica that
thing
they're
is
not
now
telling us.
in the Atlantic Ocean with
Yeah.
averages of
And
about
what I'm
40
asking is
feet.
is
There's
that just
44,
tidal
33,
information that you're seeing from overhead, or are you seeing
Yes.
like thermal
Yes.
as well? Okay.
No, that's tidal. It's
Wow.
those are wave heights.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
And look
So
at the
it's a radar
size
thing.
of that. But look at this,
Yeah.
the outstretch. I mean, that's
So it
like
could
from
possibly be
North
just
America. I mean,
a
that's from
weird
North
like
America
thing.
to Africa. That's
Yeah.
quite a huge length.
That's
But
gigantic.
wouldn't
That's
if that was
huge.
really waves, wouldn't that like have already taken out like the bottom part of Africa there? Wouldn't you be known about it that? Like
If it was,
if
yeah.
if it was really like a big, tsunami or something.
Hey, Geo Shifter could say, yeah,
I don't know.
wow.
Maybe it's some kind of like I don't know. Maybe it's migrating birds or something. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Right?
I have a better one too. I think on.
It could be a lot of things, or it could be a fleet of some kind of I don't know.
Yeah, but what's
Maybe I don't know.
85-foot waves about? that's it.
That's
Flock of birds ain't gonna cause
I don't
waves.
know. It depends on how big the boats are and how big of waves they make. I guess.
I'm talking about you. You said a flock of birds, didn't you? I wasn't talking about boats.
Well, I said that could explain it. If there's a whole bunch of birds and they're really closely flocked together, it can look like a giant big thing, and it would bounce off the top of their backs, and it would send back a signal that whole area was at a higher height. See what I'm saying? That's a possibility. I don't know that. I'm just saying it sounds like a possibility, right?
Oh, right, got you. I thought you were saying that like the birds could
Because
cause
it's
waves.
used. They use radar, right? They use radar from airplanes and from different places, and they bounce it, and then they can triangulate or however they trilaterate or whatever they do to figure out the angle, and then they can come put it through the program, and it comes up on the screen so that you have this overhead view, so you'll know what to avoid, and you don't get you don't want to fly into that. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't want to be facing it in a ship or whatever the case is.
Got you.
Rock star preacher inquiring about this anomaly over here at ventusky.com. This is the email I got from Kelly O this morning at 9:42 a.m. asking, is the dark red object an anomaly or a freak wave of 85 feet coming from the Antarctic Ocean? It's traveling
really
up
weird.
through the Atlantic in the coming days. So I got to looking myself over here at ventusky.com. I've used Ventusky for many, many years, and it's normally a very reliable source of information. And here's what I found. I went to the feature under waves, significant wave height. Sure enough, there it is. And we're going to go back in time and take a look at when this thing originated. It first appeared on the map over here at ventusky.com, and it does appear to originate from the Antarctica area, deep down in the southern hemisphere on April 9th, the day after the eclipse of 2024, around 2 p.m. And here we go. I'm going to step it forward 3 hours at a time. There it is. Shows up in the
It's a
southern
gaijin,
Atlantic Ocean, implying that there is a very large field
There'd be
of
military action
waves
if that was
measuring
really something to worry about, don't you?
83.7 feet. And I couldn't help but notice
Wow.
the interesting shape of whatever's going on down here. More strange energy showing up in various places around the world. So I'm going to step it forward another 3 hours. It gets bigger. And it gets bigger. We're going to step it forward another 3 hours, 11 p.m. on April 9th. Gets even bigger. We're going to step it forward again. Now we're into
I mean,
the
that's
10th,
bigger than South
and it is
Africa.
2 a.m.
That's
Much
huge,
bigger,
man.
uniformly moving to the north. 3 hours again,
nuts.
still
It
moving
would
to the
also
north off
explain
the
a
southwest
migration
coast
because
of
they're all
Africa,
joining
out
together
in
from
the
wherever they
Atlantic
come
Ocean.
from.
Now it's even bigger. You can tell it's longer and
It's a big
wider.
one.
Stepping
Never-
forward again, another 3 hours, 11 a.m., 2 p.m.,
Wow.
5
Look how huge
p.m.
that is.
on the 10th,
Yeah,
8 p.m. on the 10th, 11
that's
p.m. on the
that's the
10th. You
size.
can see now it's much
Like
bigger,
one
But I bet they'll be
showing
saying
a
it's drones or
wider
something.
field. In fact, we're going to measure this area and get an approximate size of what's going on here. But this is at 11
Godzilla.
p.m. on the 10th. Now we're stepping it forward yet
Yeah,
again,
2
3
days ago.
hours, 2 a.m.
It's
on
flying
the
monkeys,
11th,
bro.
and then
Didn't you
going
know?
from 2 a.m. to
Wow.
5 a.m., it disappears off the map.
Some
I think
underwater.
what
And
we're
oops,
dealing with
oh,
here
they erased
is a
it. Somebody figured
USO,
out it was
not
there and got rid of it.
necessarily a rogue wave,
Maybe it was that
but some
black hole
sort of a
from The
large
Simpsons.
rogue rogue object that was sending signals as if there was an 80-foot
Remember?
plus wave out here, when all along it possibly could have been some sort of a large underwater craft creating
course,
these
but-
wave anomalies. Now we're going to go over to zoom.earth.
Large
This is
underwater
the area
craft,
right
okay.
here where the
I
anomaly
don't know
showed
about
up
that.
on
You know what?
ventasky.com.
what-
We're going to measure the
What
What is
power
it?
source do you need though to be able to move a craft bigger than a country?
Yeah, you know.
And to think it was changing size as well. So that tells me it's
Not
not
if it was a bunch of small balloons that were really big inflated and had little reflectors on them to make sure that it picked up all of it and made it look like a big thing. Come on, think about it. Wouldn't be that hard. I mean, I'm not saying it is that. I'm saying I think it's an anomaly, but
Ryan, the graphic is showing wave height. It's
Yeah.
not like a radar or something.
It just shows
It's
wave height,
showing
yeah.
wave height.
well, I'm trying to figure out what do they use in order to get the height of it? Is what I'm asking. Do they do just by surface levels, like the tides, or what?
Radio measurements, I think.
Well, I thought they used the tidal with the scales. Like it literally went through all the scales, like all the little beacons on the ocean would rise that much. That's crazy.
Well, there was another anomaly that took place on the west coast of Argentina as well, showing like a 2,000-foot drop. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Approximate size of this thing goes
Maybe the valve's
from
broken.
right there off the coast of Angola, well past the southern tip of Africa. Here we go, off the coast of Angola, down past southern Africa, and we'll stop right there. Approximately 2,000 miles long,
Wow.
and that could be
Wow.
conservative. And looking at the possible width, somewhere in the neighborhood of
Yeah, it's only
1,500
exactly.
miles
How does the
wide.
back
That would
end
be
of
the
the wave
approximate
travel the same
size of this
direction?
energy field or
Because it should
disturbance
spread
that's
out.
being detected.
Yeah, it's a wave. They're calling it like a wave field.
That's 4 lengths of the UK.
Right.
That's 4
It's
lengths.
Could
really
be them
weird.
testing that thing down there in Argentina or wherever it is.
That's
But,
mental. I can't believe that's 4 times the size of the UK.
It's massive.
Not
bet you it's an
necessarily
anomaly.
a
I mean, that's
possible
like 3 South
USO
Africas there.
that could have been
Wow.
traveling
Yeah,
underwater.
yeah, of
And
course.
look what else I found down in the southern hemisphere. There's one buoy
I mean,
down
think
here in
about
the
it. If
southern
I have to
hemisphere
travel
that's
from one
in
side of
event
South
mode.
Africa to the other, it takes me 18 hours.
Yeah.
Now, 3 times that.
Wow, man, that's mega.
Buoy down here in the southern hemisphere that's in event mode. It's not off the coast of Africa, but if you look over here off the coast of Africa, there are no buoys in this area where the anomaly's at. There's none. There's some that are close, but none where
Oh.
that anomaly showed up right in here.
Sounds like something
Looking at
rised
earthquakes,
up
there
out
have
of the
been no
ocean.
large
Oh,
earthquakes
listen.
down here in South America. Coming back to the National Data Buoy Center where the buoy is in event mode, implying a tsunami or some sort of energy disturbance in deep South America. Look at what it shows.
I want to know where
A vertical
what
movement
created them. And like they said, it came from
nearly
Antarctica.
2,000 meters.
There's just be
That
something
would
by
be
Antarctica that they're not telling us.
A vertical movement of 2,000 meters?
What the?
Something came up out of the water and flew away.
feet
Huh,
right
I
off
guess.
the coast of
Alien
South
spaceship.
America. So what if, just what if, something moved over here, creating a disturbance, not necessarily an earthquake. This thing traveled down here between South America and Antarctica and then up through the Atlantic Ocean, showing up over here on ventasky.com as a persistent 36-hour 80-plus foot wave anomaly like Kelly noticed this morning around 9:40 a.m. If it indeed were some sort of a very large underwater craft, came out, moved around this way, showed up over here on ventasky.com as a huge rogue wave system moving through the Atlantic Ocean. It's just a possibility, guys. I'm trying to think outside the box. Here's what it looks like. I recorded
Think
the
how would that
anomaly and
look
then I
even if
zoomed
you had to
in
put
on
that
it.
on
You can
and
see where it
projected it on
starts.
the IE map now?
What's that now?
Imagine you projected on the IE map now. How different that would also look.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
was
a cloaking device. The military's testing.
Right down here deep in the southern hemisphere, showing 83.7 foot tall waves, persistent waves, and then this thing gets larger and larger as if something were moving in that area, Could have been something underwater moving, creating what looked like large waves on the surface. That's what this instrument was detecting, was large waves. Or could it have been a giant USO that was showing up as 80+ foot waves for 36 hours? Could have been something underwater. I don't know, guys. I'm
was a
trying to make
giant.
sense of this myself.
He was
This
wearing a
is
helmet shaped
highly
like a sailor
unusual.
hat.
Once again, I've used Ventusky for many, many years,
And the
and
fact
it's
that it
normally
grows shows
a
it can't be a
very
craft there.
accurate
It
source
looks
of
like the shape of the
information.
top of a
I'm
head
not
too,
sure what's
like
going on
somebody's
here,
head
but
coming
there
up out of
But
the
very
look at
well
ocean.
this
could.
one. You can't call it a craft, as this guy's saying, because it's growing.
Yeah,
A
it's
physical
changing.
craft can't just grow.
Think about it. When something comes from another dimension into ours, what happens? It would have to come through a portal, right? And if it was the top of somebody's head, like rising up out of the ocean, think about it.
Are you saying we're doing a specific rim here? Pacific Rim movie?
Just watch it in fast motion again and see what it looks like. It looks like the top of somebody's head coming up out of the water. If you look at it.
It's a level 5.
I'm serious. Look at it again and tell me you don't see what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm just tripping, but
it's a giant, definitely. It's a giant.
And he's wearing a hat, and the top of his head as it comes up out of the water. But then you can see the top of his head too.
Well, what does Revelation say about the dragon rising out of the sea?
The Leviathan.
Well, that,
you know, that's
maybe it has to be some metaphor, right? Yeah.
It's wild that you say that, because that was one of the first things I thought of when I first saw this last night. I was thinking, oh my God, the Leviathan.
Could be a sign. Yeah, it could be a sign, right? It could be.
Have you seen?
I don't know. I would guess I'm gonna have to read Revelation again.
Revelation does talk about it.
Have you seen Eternals from the?
Well, you know what I mean, the prophets.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of the Celestials from Marvel. It's a hand coming out of the ocean. Do you know? Have you seen it, lads? Eternals.
No.
Someone will know what I'm on about in the chat. Eternals. Don't know what.
And I also saw some guy that saw a face behind the moon or something too, but I don't know.
More Chennai support. Thank you, Vicky. Put it towards your birthday cake. I really appreciate it. I'll use it. I'll use it tomorrow to buy a nice Texan steak. Because I specifically
Texan steak.
Yeah. Because my wife actually just finished making the pudding. She made a cremora tart, and she made a peppermint crisp tart as well. And I'm having some friends come over for a braai. I actually busy building a boma in the backyard. So I've been working with a lot of cement and stuff. So it was nice. I actually got that at least sort of completed just to be able to have the braai tomorrow. Looking forward to that. But really appreciate the super chat. You guys are awesome. You guys are really great. Thank you very much.
Dylan Heron says it's an Nephilim rising. Titan.
Yeah.
A Titan.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Is it's a Titan's head coming up out of it.
It'll probably show it. Let's see if it looks like a head.
And something detected. That's what I'm trying to make sense of this. I don't think there were necessarily 83-foot waves for 36 hours out here.
There's the nose at the top. There goes the eye. The eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows are forming.
In the central Atlantic Ocean. Guys, I'm just trying to make sense of this too. I think this could have been some sort of a large underwater craft that was moving from South America around into the Atlantic Ocean, over to the coastal areas of Africa. Not necessarily coastal Africa, but out in the southeastern Atlantic Ocean, creating a disturbance, 36-hour disturbance, implying that there were waves of over 80+ feet tall. You don't see anything over here on Zoom.Earth, and you wouldn't with regard to significant wave height, or if there were something underwater over here off the southwest coast of Africa, it simply wouldn't show up over here on Zoom.Earth. So you have to look in other areas for signs of movement. And I don't think it got far enough up to activate this buoy here. At least it's not showing any type of activity. The only one that's showing activity is off the southern coast of South America, and it's showing a lot of activity. And again, no earthquakes near Chile. So once again, a very...
I would say 2,000 foot drop is significant.
Well, Revelations 13 verse 1, this is exactly what I'm saying. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon its horns 10 crowns, and upon its head the name of blasphemy.
Yeah. They do say the sea is meant to be politics, though, don't they? I think. I don't know. That's what a lot of people think. The sea in that the way
Commerce.
in Revelation is politics or
Commerce.
something. Yeah, yeah.
I thought it had to do with star constellations lining up.
We live under the law of commerce. A lot of people don't realize that, but we live under commerce law, maritime law.
Yeah, of course.
Who is in charge of the law? The Levites, a Leviathan, a huge creature with many, many tentacles, as this commercial maritime law system that we live in actually has. And it is spread across the sea to the and taken over on the land, because this is why almost every place adjudicates everything under commercial law, under commerce law, admiralty law.
Yeah.
I bet you it's simply a sign to all the people who are in the club that something's about to happen.
Might be. We'll see.
Mysterious energy form implying
Right,
some
Michael,
sort
how
of
you doing, man?
large wave field moving around deep
What's up,
in the southern
Michael?
hemisphere
Good to see you,
of
man.
planet Earth. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.
Anyway, that's the Mr. BBB channel.
Very interesting stuff.
I put the link down in the chat. I can do
Awesome.
it
You can
again.
stick in the private chat as well. Yeah. So, Michael, have you got any globies you want to send over?
Yeah.
We're even contemplating
Red
going
Rover,
over.
Red Rover, send a Glober right over.
Nice.
We're even contemplating going over to the Discords if we have to.
There we go. There's that thing. All right.
Thank you.
I don't think there was more on that.
So, I got a message from Rachie.
Oh,
that'll be lovely.
Oh, I bet that's going to be interesting.
She's too scared to come
Can't wait
on,
to
but
hear
she says,
oh, come on, Rach.
mention me in a post.
give us a
Ask why no evidence when there is loads. He just says nah to it all. He allows this mod to just ban people. And as a mod on there myself, once people who brought up evidence, no name calling or trolling, etc., just got timed out and banned anyway. Now she's lying. Welcome to your echo chamber, Flats. Flats rebuttal. While people can join the link, some people have social anxiety and other things which stop them joining voice chat. So in other words, she's making excuses for people.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Wolfie wants to debate flight plans which show it's a globe and other alternate. How many times has I said to Wolfie on the show he can come on? Just not interested in flight plans.
Yeah, that's
You
come
want
on.
carte blanche treatment, though. Yeah.
If your total end all and be all of globe proof is a supposed flight route, then I feel bad. I mean, you gather that up with your 18th century crackpot hanging fucking balls in his shed and just take a hike with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed if those were my proofs. Some crackpot
But
from
think
the
about it.
18th century.
He was
and-
in the he was in the chat by me, and I said, "Yeah, come in, come have a chat." He has the link. He ran away.
Run away, run away.
Yeah, and now they have the audacity to say, "Oh, I'm just having an echo chamber." Yeah, okay. So inviting people makes it echo chamber, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Chicago, good to see you, man. That should make it. But you see, that's what I say. That's all they have now. Writing lies and dishonest posts about me instead of just coming in. That's all they got at the end of the day. But at least it does show she does watch my streams, though.
Maybe they're just too lazy to watch all the streams. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They are afraid, yeah, because they're afraid to wake up. I agree, Dylan.
They got like this thing. They act like, oh, what do you this it, like you're taking something away from them by by showing them that you're not taking anything away, because what you think you have doesn't really exist. So stop.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
We didn't take it away. Somebody else did all that. We're just trying to show you.
Hey, I'm not right, indoctrinated. Can see, man.
Where is it?
Why is it so still now? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
I just dead quiet. I thought something was up. I was like, what?
No, I'm just quiet. I'm writing an email back to Mark.
LJ, $2
Everybody's
super chat.
good.
Really appreciate it. Droid, team up with Sovereign Sol on modern day debate. I think that'll be great.
Hell yeah. Just don't have Ryan.
Michael straight away. Ryan.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, LJ. Appreciate it. Yeah, we should maybe contact, because you must still actually contact Jaren as well for me and you versing McToon and FTF or something.
Absolutely. You want me to do it, or you want to do it?
Yeah. You go ahead and.
All right, I'll set it up with him. I'll get on. I'll message Jaren and see what's going on with that, man. I'm sure you can set something up. Easy enough.
Michael, Mark got back to me and it's all good. Everything's good. So he'll get back to us with times and all that. I've left it up to him to do the times, but I've had to tell him there's got to be a couple of days next week I won't be available to go back to Scotland. I've got to see a family member.
Grizzly times.
That's the
Good to
first
see
year.
you.
I'll let you know about it later.
Law Lodge. Do you guys know who Law Lodge is?
No.
Law Lodge. I'm going to see if I can find them on YouTube. The Law Lodge. Where did the Flat Earth movement come from? Ooh. Thank you very much for that tipping. Maybe we can.
Oh, this is going to be funny. Because I know it's been around a long time.
Yeah. Hang on one second. They're launching the Falcon 9 tonight.
Yeah.
And
How many Falcons have they launched now? I mean,
this is the SpaceX to launch Falcon 9 rocket first stage for a record 20th time tonight.
Wow.
They're gonna do that. It's 9:22 my time, so that's 5 hours from now. Yeah, 5 hours.
Hectic stuff.
Tell you.
Stop smashing the keyboard. I'm not. I'm doing it off the phone, babe. You can't hear me smashing the phone. Bet you can.
Okay, let's see what this guy's going to say. I don't know the guy from a bar of soap, by the way.
We knew that Flat Earth would have to make it into the rotation eventually. I'm Aiden Mattis, and welcome back to the Lore Lodge.
Wow, what a logo.
We knew? What's this crap?
Yeah, probably he's saying it had to come along to his channel sometime. Yeah, eventually they have to address us. It's a cryptoid conspiracy channel. Okay. Interesting. Adhere to complete guidelines. Cool. Thank you very much.
This is something that sort of erupted in the last few years, but I remember that growing up, I didn't see a ton of stuff about the flat Earth, at least not stuff that took it seriously. You'd have TV shows and movies make jokes about it, you'd see somebody making a meme, you'd see it as some sort of reference for a ridiculous conspiracy, but in the last few years, and like I said, maybe it is just because I'm on the internet now more than I was.
Few years. I think it's like the last 10 years has been pushed out quite a lot.
And he's how old? Like, what, 18, 19?
He is also a Scottish Freemason Christian. Wow.
Scottish
So he's a Scottish Rite Mason claiming to be a Christian. What a contradiction in terms.
I'm a Satanic Baptist myself. Like, what?
You can't be a Scottish Mason and a Christian at the same time. Well, you can until you actually get to the higher levels. Then you realize, no, they don't gel. Two different things.
Well, was your first thought? Was it when they made you get naked and just putting a little apron on to initiate yourself? Then I'd probably be thinking, wait a minute, what am I getting myself into?
I think they say it's when you start doing the rituals, you understand something's not really kosher.
Yeah, God.
And
Well,
that's when you decide you're going to go on or not.
yeah, the stupid mistake. They do one ritual where they go and blind a bag over their head so they can't see. One leg
And it
up.
gets worse and worse. They say it gets
They
worse
put a
and
rubber
worse.
band somewhere, and then they
Yeah, one leg up, one trouser leg up with a leg up, and they reenact a murder, don't they, of some sort?
Yeah, the Hiram Abiff.
Right.
They give you a vision of what might happen to you if you screw up and tell anybody about the secrets. That's what it is.
Yeah. Awesome Digital, if you can get that right, mate. He knows a Glober Sam who works.
How did all that?
What's wrong? What's wrong, Michael?
How did all?
Hello? I think he's breaking up or something.
I was just gonna say,
all I
I
heard was-
did do that as a Christian, like when.
Oh yeah.
when-
because they
Hold
tell
on,
it.
I've got
Well,
some
I'm only
serious echo
assuming,
going
but
off.
yeah, there's how.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Hey, Alan, what's up, dude? Good to see you. He's in Switzerland, by the way. That's why he's been so quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you, but you're only saying half your sentences, though.
Yeah, I keep getting echo. Weird. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how can you be a Christian and be a Mason when Christ tells you not to take oaths?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't be a Scottish Rite Freemason and a Christian. It's a contradiction in terms.
Yeah. Do not swear on anything that is in heaven or on earth, but let your yes be yes. We know. Simple.
Yeah.
In
Okay, let's
Matthew
carry on.
and in James 5:12.
But let's carry on to see what he has.
High school, I've seen a lot of people who seem to very seriously believe that the Earth is not a sphere. There are several different reasons why people seem to attach themselves to this theory, several different entry points. Some people start with the moon landing, and they think the moon landing is fake, and that drives them to believe the Earth is flat in and of itself, and that's why we didn't get to the moon. Others point to the Bible and claim that the Bible, as well as all of the other ancient religions, all say that the Earth was flat, and this only changed sometime in the last several hundred years, so clearly at some point somebody tried to hide it from us. But even in giving a couple of examples like that, it doesn't quite capture the scope of what flat eartherism is. Because this is not...
Oh, don't stick ism at the end of that, mate.
Flat eartherism? What the heck is that?
I'm actually going to comment on that quickly. Because he is premiering right now. I don't know if he's still premiering. Hi.
Is he
ever want to come and discuss this sometime? Doing this video live as we speak. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to stick in his comments as well. Yeah, it's quite a big channel. I'm going to subscribe to. There we go. Okay, so I've commented the Law Lodge. I'll be looking out for this guy. We'll see if he'll want to come.
Maybe we should all message him.
Yeah, safe. That's what it's asking you for a chat. So we can find out how you can be a Christian and a Freemason at the same time.
That way he can't say that none of us tried.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily one distinct, clear set of beliefs. It seems that flat eartherism changes depending on who you're talking to. Different people have different motivations today. As with many conspiracy theories, whether you're looking at the disappearance of MH370 or if you're looking at Tartaria, there are a number of different versions of it. Nobody is in perfect total agreement. But they all do tend to agree on a few of the same core aspects. With flat earthers, when it comes to what they believe about the Earth, well, it's flat, stationary, enclosed by an ice wall at the edges with a solid dome above, and Earth is typically at the center of the universe. As for the various...
Saying on the universe, no, I'd say the universe is not what you've been pushed with the globe. So we'd say universe is just the
But
heavens.
he's not allowed to tell the whole truth, remember. He can only tell
Yeah.
part.
Because they love pushing us in space. They love to do this.
You know, when they make you swear an oath, they say, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? That way you can't say, well, I didn't say I say the whole truth. I only said I say a truth. See, that's the reason why they ask you those three little questions.
Yeah. Grizzly, you can join anytime, man. There's still one spot open if you want to join. Definitely. Hey, Code Puncher. Hey, Chilling. Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody that's joined, by the way. And please, there's like 50 people watching, so please hit the likes. Share the show. Really, really do appreciate it. Please don't forget those likes. It does help to grow the channel.
Celestial bodies, the sun, the moon, the stars, all of the other planets, those are typically either underneath or within the structure of the dome itself, and they're not out in the vast expanses of space. They're also perceived to be local, although the extent to which they are local varies. In some cases, they're only 3,000 miles away, in some cases it's more, and in some less. This tends to be because of differing beliefs on where the dome actually is.
Whoa, we got a globe in, guys. Killen, official data says the Earth is a globe.
I've just put what's a globe.
Okay. What's a globe? Well, Killen, there's still a position open if you want to come in and present your glowed evidence.
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
We'd really appreciate it.
As long as you're not a show.
We'll put it this way. You'll be the first glober with the kahunas to be able to come in.
Grizzly says he wants to join. Links at top at chat, mate.
Let me put it in again for you, man.
You'd think if anybody had balls, it would be Globers, right? But
Exactly. They love balls so much.
right.
Especially being them being an oblate spheroid as well, you know?
But they have their own little websites now, so they can go on there and talk to their cronies.
Yeah. But there's the link if you guys want to pop in. Definitely well worth it, guys, to have you in. You guys rock. Okay, let's carry on with this discussion.
And what the Earth actually looks like. Some flat earthers believe that the ice expands in all directions endlessly forever, and that the dome is up over top of that, which has its own logical inconsistencies that we can get to later, but for now we're just going to move on past that. Others believe that the circumference of the Earth is actually a diameter of the Earth. So it would still be about 25,000 miles, but rather than that wrapping around, it goes from point A to point B across a flat map. Now, if you look at a lot of ancient maps of the world, and we're talking, really early maps, a lot of the time this is what they look like, where there is the land is all at the center clustered around in a circle, and then there's water beyond it. If you look at most flat Earth maps from the 1800s, they are going to give you basically the world map as we know it. The main difference is that it's not a globe, it's just a flat plane. Now, when most people try to address the concept of flat Earth in the 21st century, they'll try and take a scientific angle. They'll try and use mathematical proofs to show that the Earth is round and that this cannot be questioned. But
Kellen, that's a flat Earth, by the way.
This round business is starting to annoy me.
I agree. That's the thing why I paused when they say round. Round doesn't make it a globe. What's up, Alan? Good to see you all the way from Switzerland. Can you yodel for us yet?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yodle.
Say what? Huh?
Lugano, Switzerland. It's right on the border of Italy.
Yeah, look at the math problem that they're writing on the board. What does it mean?
Is it Sweden or Switzerland does the yodeling? Oh, someone wants to join.
I think Austria.
Austria, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're right now. Right now, I'm on where Austria touches Switzerland, touches Italy. It's 3 countries. They're all within feet of each other.
Is somebody wanting to join, Flats?
Yeah, someone try to join.
I'll drop out if it's that.
Hey, I'll drop out. I just thought I'd say hi to you guys.
But it's good to see you, Alan.
Yeah.
Enjoy your castle,
You know,
man.
I'm all alive.
Alan.
So I'll see you guys later. I'll be in
Cheers,
touch.
man.
That's your man.
Appreciate you, man. So yeah, ever try to come in? There is a space open again. Sorry, I don't know if it was that Grizzly guy.
Grizzly
Adam.
And I'll drop that if I have to. You know that.
He did say he wanted to come in, and then hopefully that other guy, Earth is globe killing, glowed.
Earth is glowed.
But I want to know also the thing he just said was also false. This guy, Grizzly. There we go.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Grizzly Times, what's up?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
Good, good in yourself.
No. Just working.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this
So-
guy's interesting.
Yeah, he's interesting. He just got some information wrong now, though. He's saying they use science mathematically.
Do you guys know who Andrew Xerxes is? Or
yes,
he had a conversation with him about a month or so ago.
The robot.
Sorry, they were talking about Tartaria.
Okay. So he's actually got some interesting information we should check.
Maybe.
Cool, but we'll see what he's going to talk about here. But it'd be cool if he can come in for discussion sometime. You never know. Because I'd like to talk specifically to him about how he can be a Christian and a Mason at the same time. Because that's something that interests me.
Like he said, he joined. I believe it's the Scottish Rite, the one with the only 3 ranks or 3 degrees. So
yeah, he might not know much about what he's saying.
You're talking about Zerzus, Zekwilin, or whatever?
I think so. Yeah.
The mechanical penguin. Yeah, he's been on my show a few times. He's all right. He's kind of a troll.
Yeah, the Lord Lodge is pretty mainstream. They really don't go deep like you do. So
my biggest problem is that I refuse to join any organization that has such lowly standards that they would allow me to join it. Okay? So that's my litmus test.
So you go up to him and say, "Would you allow me to join?" Yeah, sure. Okay, no, sorry, I won't join. Why? No, your standards are too low. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Grizzly dropped. Oh man. Okay, let's carry on.
I wanted to start somewhere else. I didn't want to look at the specific modern beliefs. I wanted to understand how flat eartherism developed. How did people come to believe that something so objectively false is true? And I know
Objectively false is true. It's not objectively false. Where's he getting this information from?
I don't think he has any idea that it stems from the Bible.
Let's just wait and see if he has any evidence or if he just talks smack.
Well, he did actually now, in the beginning of his premiere that he showed some people believe from the Bible and stuff. So he does actually maybe know, but he might just be ignoring the fact that the Bible does teach it flat. Because, I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of Christians don't believe the Bible teaches us flat, even though it specifically is against what the globe teaches.
Yeah.
that if you believe the earth is flat, that statement probably turns you off. You probably don't want to finish watching the video. You're probably writing a comment right now as I'm speaking saying that I'm not open-minded and I'm not considering all the possibilities, or if you're more conspiratorial, that I am some globalist-controlled shill who's just trying to hide the truth from you, and that the Masonic Bible on my bookshelf is proof of that.
Or you can just come and have a discussion. That's what we actually want.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he does claim to hate the government, so
Yeah.
It's like he's cutting around.
But yeah, the Masonic Bible is the thing that freaks me out.
He's throwing internet punches is all he's doing. He's trying to get us to get triggered and then come over there and talk smack.
And I think, you know what's actually odd though, because the Masonic Bible also depicts the world as flat.
Yes,
I actually
does.
I shared a video or something the other day where someone was taking the Masonic Bible and they're showing in the Masonic Bible where it's explaining the earth is flat. It actually depicts it and says it's flat. So it's odd that this guy's got a Masonic Bible, is a Scottish Christian, Scottish Mason Christian, and he thinks the Earth is not flat. That's really odd.
reality, the Masonic Bible, which may or may not be out of frame right now, is just a King James red letter Bible. There's nothing special about it. It doesn't say anything that your King James Bible doesn't.
No, I highly doubt the.
He's probably talking about those Gideon Bibles because that is a Mason thing.
Let me quickly see if I can get one on quickly.
So yeah, Mormon Bibles definitely Masonic.
Masonic Bible.
What about the Trump Bible? What's this got to say about it?
Trump Bible's coming.
Farts when you open it.
The Master Mason Masonic Bible. Ooh.
You gotta have a different one for the different ranks.
It's like different Bibles, yeah, for different ranks. Altar Bible, Masonic Altar Bible. Wow, I didn't know they had so much different type of Bibles. The Canadian Masonic Supply Shop. They got a whole supply shop for Bibles, just for Masons.
Holy crap.
Shrines, rings, watches, Masonic clothing, Canadian Lodge and Grand Lodge jewels, all collars and sashes, aprons, accessories, apron cases. What the? Look at They got the whole like own eBay kind of thing. You can get shrines.
Just because it has that symbol on the front doesn't mean that it's a Mason Bible. Come on, you guys.
No, it says there, Canadian Masonic Supply Shop.
That's just where they sold it from. Come on.
Ooh, that's quite hectic. Masonic clothing. I wonder if they let non-Masonic people actually buy this stuff. Or do you have to show your membership
I
card?
wonder how many people make up stuff just to make and then just put it out there. Just to sell
You
it.
can buy a lot on eBay, so I can imagine it's easy to get your hands on.
I want to give myself one of these rings. How's that? It's just so disgusting.
Well, lovely.
I hate these rings.
That
They're
is
so
lovely.
vulgar.
They're terrible.
Oh,
You won't want to wear them
and they're
anyway.
so proud to wear them.
It's like it's a bit like the size of a Super Bowl ring, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Aprons. Oh, man. That's hectic.
How do we know the guy's a Mason, though, just because he's got a Masonic Bible? He could be making it up.
He claims to be one.
Aren't they supposed to not tell people they're a Mason?
No.
Yeah, they're not meant to.
They
They're
Well,
not meant
maybe
to
it's
tell
because
them
they
what
bought
goes
it in a
on.
bookstore or at a library sale or something, and they're trying to like pretend there's something they're not.
I want to see if I can.
My uncle was a Mason, but really low level. And obviously, I just knew he was a kid. And he wouldn't tell my dad anything about it. And I found out later that he got done 20 years after the fact for interfering with my cousins, his nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's rampant.
I want to see if I can find that Masonic Bible thing I shared. Trying to look for it. I hope I can still find it. It was a while back since I shared it, though. No, I don't think I can find it. That sucks. I want to show specifically where it shows the Masonic Bible. Oh well.
But as I was on Twitter arguing about this over the last few weeks, almost everybody accused it of being some Masonic conspiracy run by the Jews. And what I want to start with in this video is, going over the history. Where did...
Wait, did he just say the Masonics run by the Jews? Let's hear that right.
Oh, wait, what?
You didn't just say that, right? Let's go back.
Yeah, that's what it
Over the
sounded
last
like.
few weeks, almost everybody accused it of being some Masonic conspiracy run by the Jews. And what I want to start
Run by the Jews. Okay.
Alrighty then.
He wasn't saying it was run by Jews though, he was saying people say it's a conspiracy.
Yeah,
run
who
by-
is everybody? That's what I want to know.
I wasn't informed. I wasn't in on that. I wasn't part of everybody.
with in this video is, going over the history. Where did the flat earth begin? Why did people start to believe this again? And what evidence, if any at all, will flat earth believers be willing to accept to prove that they are wrong? So in this video, my goal is not to deride the common flat earther. It's not to insult people who are just simply out there in the audience. It's to address the arguments made by the people leading the movement, by those who are literally profiting off of the misrepresentations they are giving to others. And I believe that the best place to start, if we want to do that...
So he's saying everybody, like, having flat earth channels are just dishonest, and what do they give? What do they give us the names for people that are con artists? Is that what he's calling us? In other words, conning people out for money. Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
quite a bold claim to make. I'm sorry. I can easily say glow propaganda are con artists. That's really odd, but I would like to see his backup for his claim, though, to see that it's actually a globe and not flat. So,
if we want to get to the bottom of what flat eartherism is with the history of the movement and with the history of astronomy in general. But just in case anybody does not take what I promise are well-intentioned...
Shot Grizzly, thanks for coming in, by the way, man. You rock.
efforts very well, I did think it might be best to scrub all of my personal information off of the internet first. And that's why I wanted to introduce you to our partner for today's video.
Okay. Delete me.
That.
Okay.
Just in case anybody tries to come after me for a lot.
A marketing firm that times they might be school. It's helpful subscription service experts. Let's get your first
that one. Just what
It's
you're
called
saying.
LifeLock.
back up.
Okay.
West.
Back them up.
I believe that you have the right to all your data are constantly evolves and constantly improves to address these challenges. If you like to consumer, join delete me, consumer, delete me.
Delete me. I don't want to delete you. I want to actually have you have a conversation, man.
Once upon a time, the idea that the Earth is flat was not so derided as it is today. In fact, many ancient societies around the globe believed that the Earth was a flat disk.
Ancient societies around the globe.
Come on. Man.
Okay. Once upon a time, in fairy tale land.
They just make these statements like they're truth, you know.
Yeah, with such confidence.
All I see is some CGI rendition of the Earth and a bunch of yap. That's all I hear.
Yep.
Hey, push button, you can see, man. Yeah. Oh, okay.
A rectangle or an infinite plane of some kind. In Asia, the Chinese, for example, believed that the Earth was flat, specifically that it was a flat square with a round dome over top, sometimes described as a sphere which enclosed the Earth that was a square. Now, in the case where it was a sphere, it wasn't the Earth that was a sphere, it was the cosmos above. Across the Pacific, Native Americans...
Yeah, water's above, water's below. It's
pretty
really
easy,
odd,
but
guys.
you got it wrong.
Don't you think it's odd that all civilizations had that same kind of cosmological background?
That's what I was saying. It seems to be a common theme, you know.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting for it to be floating in space.
Yeah, and we have to ask ourselves, have any of them even conversed with each other to be able to give these ideas to one another?
That's a good question.
So what's more plausible? A whole bunch of different civilizations that's never met has the same cosmological ideas, but the one cult that comes out because they have some weird obsession with spheres and balls say, nah, you're all wrong. So therefore, everyone else is wrong because of one cult. Yeah.
How'd they get that to stick so hard?
Held varying views on the substance of the planet, often related to their flood stories. But what they typically didn't seem to care about all that much was the shape of the planet itself. They didn't really talk about it being flat or round. Certain groups like the Algonquian...
That's false. You just showed on screen cosmological beliefs flat with waters around.
I'm still twiddling my thumbs, waiting for him to show some evidence.
Tribes
It's
believed
coming.
that the Earth had
coming
simply
any minute now.
Yeah, it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
From the bottom of the ocean via supernatural means. Sometimes there's a turtle that pulls it up, and this is where we get the concept of Turtle Island. Other times there's a muskrat that pulls it up. It really changes depending on the tribe. In fact, in certain versions, like the Navajo, don't seem to have this creation cosmology at all. It's totally different. Moving into more familiar territory with Near and Middle Eastern cosmologies, you did typically have a flat Earth. Often it was perceived as us living on a disk of land, or at least a disk of land masses that were adrift in an endless sea, or sometimes...
In water. Heliosexual in the house. What's up?
Notice that he didn't say anything about him. So as above, so below. Even though he probably should have said that earlier.
Yeah. Can you hear us, heliosexual?
Oh, I'm a heliophobe.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. How's it going?
It's going okay.
It's good.
Good to see you.
Do you have
like
any
my nickname?
Yes, loving it.
Lovely. Brilliant.
Well, you were, wanting some Globers to join, so I joined because nobody else did.
Yeah, we can't get any Globers to come in. They're too scared.
Yeah, that's the one.
They're not brave enough.
They don't have any balls.
Yeah, they don't have any balls.
They don't have any balls, literally.
Now we know
No
why
proof
they're
of
so
them.
obsessed with balls, guys. Because they don't have any.
Because they have one. No proof of them. That's all. They can't prove any balls, can they?
It's crazy.
Well, the eclipse was a pretty good rule for Globers, right?
I'm going to ask, are you German? You sound German.
Well, not native English, definitely, but yeah, not German.
No. Where are you from, if we might ask? We're just curious.
I'm from Finland.
Finland.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's
really wow. Interesting.
Nice.
Well, welcome, man.
Finish.
Appreciate you being here.
We've been trying to put a nice finish on the show.
That's a good
I wasn't
point.
even going to go there, but somebody had to.
Yeah. I'm going to finish your flat earthers.
Boy, if I had a nickel for how many times I heard that, huh?
I don't think we've had any. Well, I haven't had anybody that's finished on the show yet, so that's a new one for me. Fantastic.
Well, Platzi and me, we are on the same time zone, so it's convenient.
But PJ, before we met you, we didn't know anybody that was whatever you are either.
Scotland.
Northeast Scotland.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, but not a lot of people know people from Fraserburgh. Fraserburgh is a small fishing town. So, yeah.
Where?
It's true. It's Fraserburgh. Fraserburgh.
I know, I'm teasing you.
You say.
I'm teasing you.
Yeah, we got to say, because you would say Edinburgh or Fraserburgh. But it's not borough anyway. Not.
It's a
you
borough.
say it like Marlborough.
It's a borough. It's not a borough?
It's B-U-R.
You know, I
it's borough.
only live about maybe 25 miles away from Edinburgh.
You know how you fix how I say
Oh, yeah.
it? You tell me how to say it, and I'll try to say it.
We have Edinburgh right here in the Shenandoah Valley, right here near where I live too.
Nice. Yeah, there's an Aberdeen in Seattle as well. I'm from Aberdeen. I was born in Aberdeen, which is 36 miles from Fraserburgh. Yeah, small fishing town. So is it flat up in Finland as well?
No, it's a globe, definitely.
Wow, really? You can see it from up there? I guess you're higher up, huh?
Yeah. The curve is so much more visible up here.
Well, it is said to be smaller there, isn't it?
Sorry, didn't catch that.
I said, well, it is said to be smaller there at that latitude.
Therefore, much more visible, yeah.
So boats should go over the curve much quicker.
Oh, way quicker.
That's how it works, yeah.
It's like you can't go 20 feet without going downhill.
You should see them. You should see them dip at the nose as well more quickly.
But yeah, it's great to have you in, man. Do you guys want to carry on with this video, or you want to have a discussion, Helio? It's up to you.
No, I just wanted to join in because you were complaining that no Globers were joining, so, you know.
Well, I appreciate you coming in. You're always welcome, man.
Thanks, man.
Shots. Okay, so he's still going to go on for about another half an hour, guys.
I've got a PDF explains alt rights from 1 to 32 in Freemasons, and from where I can see, just having a quick glance through it, no mention of Christ whatsoever. It's mainly about Solomon and that Arama beef that Saul mentioned earlier.
I think it's when you get to the 30th rank or something.
That is
when you get to the 30th, then you have to you go through a ritual where you actually have to deny all faith, and you have to actually. There's a guy that actually gave his testimony. He was
Did he spin on the Bible or something?
Yeah, he was a Christian as well, and then he joined the Mason Church, and he was like part of it for like 10 years or something until he finally got to the 30th rank, and then they wanted him to do a ritual and stuff, and he said it started getting really weird with the things they wanted to get, and at the end of the day, God spoke to him and said, "Yeah, what you're doing now is not biblical," and they got a whole new different Bible at that rank, where it started putting Lucifer as Satan as God.
God.
Yep. So I think the way the Masonic lodges work and their whole thing is they gradually get people into, get further and further. So you're getting kind of brainwashed further and further until you finally, you got no return. Almost like what's that religion? Scientism?
Scientology. Right?
Scientology. Almost like that. They slowly brainwash you enough till you don't realize you're brainwashed and you into that cult.
It's crazy how it's crazy with the higher layers of Scientology, with the all the sci-fi space. It's and I guess you are so indoctrinated at that point that you just I believe anything.
You just accept it, yeah. It's simple. Zoltan.
I look at it like this: good works are done in the light of day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you mean he wants me to say?
If you gotta hide and have secrets and shit, then what do you really got going on?
All he wants me to say, "I'm your father, Karen." I
don't know why.
I think he was mean
because I know in Scientology,
do the Sean Connery like that.
I am your father.
I am your father, Karen. I am your father, Karen.
But I
bring Skywalker to me. I'll deal with him myself.
I am your father.
Skywalker to me. I should deal with him myself. I'm your father.
I am your father, bitch.
Not Khan, I am your father. Yeah. No, I am your father.
I am your father.
Because I know with
I am not Mandela.
Scientology, they do what they call auditing, and they put them like on this heart rate machine and stuff, and make sure they're telling the truth, and They give them, it's weird. Give them drugs and everything. Yeah, it's really weird stuff. Okay, let's go with the video, see where we get with this guy, because he's still got another half an hour. So
times a limited ocean. The Egyptians, for example, believed in a flat disk of land sitting in the middle of an expansive ocean with a hard dome over top that held the sun, stars, and moons. The Israelite view is often suggested to be the same, a belief in a flat earth with a domed roof over top of it. We will circle back to the Israelite view later on because it's a little bit more complicated than that makes it seem, but for now I want to keep moving through where we are at the moment. And where we are right now is the Mediterranean Sea, which was pretty much the domain of the Greeks for a long time. And for much of Greek history, up through a lot of the classical period even, they held similar views to the Egyptians.
how nice and clean is the sea there by you in Finland? I think it's quite clear.
It's pretty much the most polluted sea in the world.
Really?
Well, it's shallow and small, and a lot of countries.
I thought it would be nice and clean that side.
Nah, it's not.
Wow.
I suppose it's not anywhere now. I suppose it's not clean anywhere nowadays. The North Sea's bad.
Well, it's not really deep. It's like only a couple of 100 meters or whatever from the biggest point, and it's not really big either. So there's a lot of countries, a lot of pollution going through it. So people are trying to do, fix it and stuff. But I think it's the most polluted sea in the world at the moment. So.
That's hectic. I'm gonna look more at because that's the last place I think polluted.
Yeah, like apparently the air in Finland is the cleanest in the world, and we have a lot of lakes and stuff, and they are really clean and stuff. But the sea is not.
The Baltic Sea is really cold as well. It's like the North Sea, well, colder than the North Sea, and the North Sea is quite cold.
Yeah.
The Baltic Sea is cold, isn't it? Yeah. But that's actually a saying of ours in Scotland. If it's cold out, we say it's Baltic. That's one of our sayings.
But hey, guys, I need to drop. But
no stress, man.
Maybe one day I will come and debate you, Flatside.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be awesome chatting to you, man. You sound like a nice guy.
Thanks, man. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Blessings, man.
Absolutely.
You see, guys, this is what I'm saying. Was there anything? I mean, it was nice having him in. Obviously, we didn't chat about the globe or anything, but the guys at Sun looks like a nice guy. He's respectful. Seems like he can have a nice conversation. I like the name heliosexual.
You can't establish. I'm sorry. I was going to say, if you can't establish a person's mannerisms and see if he's polite and if he has, he sounds, he has a bedside manner or whatever you want to call that, right? He can actually be polite and cordial with other people and not just attack them or whatever. That shows that he's a human being and all that. Most people won't even show that whenever they're coming to argue with you. But I think it's funny that he came in. I think that's cool. That means he's open-minded, I think. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Cheers, Alan. Have a good night's rest, man. He says off to Monaco tomorrow. Ooh, fancy smancy.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, let's get all this fancy.
Egyptians. Some argued for a flat disk with water around a circular landmass, while others claimed that the planet was suspended in the air, and others still suggesting it was on a pillar of some kind. In any of these cases, the Earth's surface as we know it still would be a flat disk. As far as we know, however, it was probably the Greeks, possibly with Egyptian influence, who first began to question the idea that the Earth was flat. Part of the issue is that we're not precisely sure when this started to happen. We just know that most people consider Plato to be the first person to make a claim that the Earth is in fact a sphere. However, this is something that Plato started saying only after he returned to Athens from his time in Magna Graecia, specifically the city of Croton, where he was studying Pythagorean mathematics. So this
cult of the sphere.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a nice man, does he? Plato. His name wasn't Plato.
But you see what he said though? He said it looks like he decided after he started studying the Pythagorean theorem, and then all of a sudden, no, it has to be a globe. Odd how that works.
Yeah.
So mathematics, in other words, geometry dictated to him what the Earth's shape should be.
You're playing about with angles and stuff like that, then all of a sudden it's a globe. Yeah. Globe.
Yeah, guys, 65 people watching, only 35 likes. Come on, we can get more 30 likes, at least more. Come on, really appreciate you guys. Hit the like, share the show. You rock. Yeah, let's see.
This could suggest that Pythagorean mathematics is in fact the origin of belief in a spherical Earth. Though, because Pythagoras had quite a bit of influence from ancient Egypt, it could also suggest that the Egyptians were beginning to come to this conclusion as well. A possible source of evidence for this claim that the Egyptians believed this as well, and that they were the impetus for the Greeks looking into it, comes from Herodotus, who in his histories tells of an expedition sent by the Egyptians around Africa. Allegedly, sometime around the year 600 AD, the pharaoh Necho II hired some Phoenician sailors to depart from the Red Sea.
Whoa. That timeline doesn't really fit, does it?
No.
Because 600 AD is long after they started trying to push it as a globe. If Aristophanes and stuff was what, 38 BC?
Yeah.
You understand?
Wow.
So the timeline doesn't really fit to say, because that's 680. That's way after.
To me, it seems to be around like 1700s when they started.
Because like I still do believe that the even like Aristophanes and stuff is a made up fictional character that they need to place into history to make it a globe, because there's no documentation the guy ever existed. I mean, all his so-called works burnt down in the Alexandria Library. How convenient is that?
Right. Which of course was caused by gravity.
Yeah.
Go around Libya, which was at the time what they called Africa, and return to Egypt through the Pillars of Heracles and then by coming up the Nile. Allegedly, what happened is that the Phoenician sailors embarked into the Red Sea.
Phoenician sailors? So flat earthers then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Phoenicians are flat earthers, people.
The
first people to do celestial navigation.
They know this, bro.
That show I'm watching, that Vikings, that was really interesting. The first episode where they come across this, he's got this friend, he's kind of crazy, that he's a shipbuilder, and he's come up with this way to be able to go on rougher seas by being able to make the boat flexible, a little bit flexible and all this. And this guy wants to sail west. And it was really cool because he showed him like a compass astrolabe thing that they have, and they keep it in the middle of the ship in a barrel of water floating so that they can tell their direction. And he says, but what about if there's no sun and we can't tell anything? He says, oh, look at this. And he pulls out this polished piece of stone, like a crystal, like quartz. And he holds it up to the sun, to the clouds. And he says, there, look. And then boom, he says, there's the sun. It's called a seer stone or some shit like that. And it was really interesting because they went west and they found England.
Yeah, the Vikings used that, especially when it was foggy days and stuff, so they would know the true position of the sun.
Yep.
Very, very, very clever. And they
That
also...
Vikings, it's mint. I watched it last year, and I watched every single episode in a week.
The
It's actually very good.
Yeah, Vikings.
Yeah, I like it.
Very good.
Very good.
And how can you not be a badass?
And they were also very good at, they made their own kind of sundials with the water, with a bowl of water. So they also know the position of the sun in the day, so they know which direction. I mean, these are the kind of things that people did, and all these people were flat earthers, and I thought flat earthers were supposed to be dumb.
Bowl of water and a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, isn't it?
Yeah, rose crystal prisms, exactly, Johnny man.
The dude is
and notice
a badass. Yeah. How could you not be a badass with a name like Rangor? I mean, come on, that right there just
Rangor.
I am Rangor.
My son Rangor.
That's a cool name, man. It
is actually
has written all over it right there.
Rangor. It sounds very intimidating.
It does, man.
Can I introduce you to my son Rangor?
No, please don't.
You know what I find interesting? All these people, even though he's claiming they used ships around the ocean. Archimedes' principle without gravity, people.
Yeah.
Sailed south and turned west to go around the tip of Africa. And then, as they were heading due west, they looked up into the sky and saw that the sun, oddly enough, was on their right side. And what's particularly interesting about this account from Herodotus, and what makes us think that it might have some merit to it, is that Herodotus isn't telling this as something that happened and was fantastical in this incredible journey. Instead, he's actually doubting that it happened at all, because the sun should have been on their left. Because, as far as anybody knew at the time...
Whoa, that doesn't make it a globe, though.
I can, like, you can go in a car and have it on your left and right, you know, just driving around. So what does that prove, like?
Yeah, that doesn't make it a globe.
It might, Vicky, it might possibly be 9 o'clock. It depends. I haven't done the thing. I don't know. Are you streaming, Michael, or will I do
it? Are you?
Yeah. Oh, then that's cool. I just wondered. I didn't know for sure that you'd said no to it. So
I've got to go and cut my mother's grass.
Oh yeah, of course. So like, yeah, might be 9 p.m. It might be 9 p.m. because I've got to go and see my cousin, remember, and arrange things for Scotland. So it might be 9 p.m.
So Peculiar Jeremiah, he says, can I introduce my son, Gert Strijdom? But it's good to see, man. It's good to see some South Africans in here as well. Unregarded Doctor, and a lot of people will take him seriously. He's got like 500k subscribers about, and he's got quite a lot of views on his videos.
Seriously, it looks like Harry Potter.
He does, yeah. It looks like the American version, the beefed up American version of Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Although he
I think Daniel Radcliffe's got a decent physique now, anyway. So
although
I think he's playing.
He's like a mashup of Wayne Rooney and Daniel Radcliffe. Because he does have Wayne Rooney's ears.
A little. Yes.
My favorite Greek guy though is famous for saying good enough, and that was Mediocrities. Mediocrity is quoted as saying good enough.
Isn't that ironic? Someone whose name is mediocre says
that's good enough.
If you were sailing west, the sun was always on your left. Of course, today we know that the reason the sun is on your left as you're sailing west in the northern hemisphere is because the sun is to your south. When you're heading west in the southern hemisphere, the sun is to your north.
It's all just location. It's got nothing to do with the globe. It's literally got nothing to do with the globe. We showed this with even Michael moving from one side of the road to the other.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Literally, you just have to turn around.
I bet that was the easiest video you ever made, Michael, wasn't it?
It's actually quite hard.
Oh, was it? To get the cars to stop?
And then waiting for cars to come, and then all of a sudden when it come and I weren't ready. And
yeah. Well, the concept of it was easy.
They were looking at Michael like, who's this Burke?
Then our last woman, she weren't right happy either, like, so I was trying to rush.
But you got it right, so.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't get that wrong. I don't understand how they do.
I got it wrong, apparently.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, apparently. Because that's all what flat earthers do, Michael. We get everything wrong, Michael.
Sean Hawkins tried to demonstrate it on his light, didn't he? That needed it. Was it Sean Hawkins when he put something up in his light?
I think it was Rachie.
And he's trying to say that the disc, it might have been disc line, and it's flat or something. Numpties.
The Greeks, who lived entirely north of the Tropic of Cancer, the sun was always distinctively to the left when you headed west and to the right when you headed east. So, for it to be to the right seemed impossible to them. They had literally never experienced a situation where you could be heading west and have the sun to your right. While historians today are unsure if Herodotus invented this story or if it actually passed to him through oral tradition as he claimed, it could be that Pythagoras, while studying in Egypt, heard about this expedition and brought that story back with him to Italy. And there, his students would have studied and tried to figure out, was the Earth actually round? Whatever was going on over there, it seems like it convinced Plato, who brought it with him back to Greece, Athens specifically, but the problem there...
At least he got it right now when he says it was the Earth actually round because they believed it was flat, so round. Well done. Good.
Yes, that's better. It will be tomorrow at some time. Yeah, that's okay.
Hey, Soundly, haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you.
There is that Plato didn't really leave anything in the way of mathematical reasoning for us to follow. That task seems to have fallen to Aristotle, Plato's best-known protege and the tutor of future ruler Alexander the Great. Aristotle did claim that the Earth was a sphere, and while he did not provide a mathematical proof, he did provide a pretty bulletproof astronomical reason. Aristotle had done some traveling himself, and he also had read multiple travelogues of people who had gone up and down between Greece and Egypt, and what he found was that these contained mentions of stars and sometimes even constellations that were visible in one place but not the other. He also observed that constellations visible in the southern sky from Athens appeared higher in the sky at night if you traveled south to Egypt.
And then you know you can just stand where you are, and then you watch the stars drop at the horizon. Stars move. It's like he's saying the stars stay where they are. Have you guys realized this from the Globies? When they try and explain stars, it's almost like they think they stay where they are. And then you move location, then they only drop. No, you can stay where you are and you literally see how they move.
They think they only drop because you're going around Earth curve.
Can I just say something to Vicky? Vicky, I never got to believe this. That was Dougie just calling me. He's cancelled tomorrow because he's got something on, so it won't be till Sunday. So it can be 8 o'clock now. It can be 8 o'clock again. Wow.
This is actually a cool picture. This.
She's got to call me a pain in the ass, isn't she?
And in observing lunar eclipses, he found that the Earth's shadow on the moon was round. It wasn't endless. It wasn't a flat square or anything like that. It was round. So, because there were stars visible in Egypt that one could not see in maps.
There's no shadow there.
No, there's no shadow. I think it was just to look nice. I don't know.
Macedon, there were constellations which appeared higher further to the south than they did to the north, and because the Earth's shadow on the moon during an eclipse was round, he determined that the Earth must, by logical reasoning, be round, be spherical.
It's spherical! Spherical!
Aristotle also offered two estimations about the Earth in regards to it being round, those being that it was 400,000 stadia in circumference, or 45,000 miles, which was not correct. And as far as the climate of the Earth goes, he also suggested that there were probably 2 cold polar regions, 2 warmer temperate regions, and then a tropical zone in the middle. Today, we consider these to be 6. There's 2 polar, 2 temperate, and 2 tropical, and then the equator.
Okay, I don't understand what this got to do with the flat earther. He's now spewing glow belief.
He's just showing you how much he knows about something that doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's a good way of summarizing it.
And here was this guy
Yeah.
that nobody can prove existed that said this shit here. So there. Memorize this, get your A, and leave.
That's it.
Actually, guys, I think we're going to stop this year and then we're going to carry on with this Sunday. You guys agree?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
I think this would be a cool thing to carry on.
Absolutely.
Hopefully he'll come for a chat. I am going to invite him. It was actually an eventful evening.
Has anybody found any eclipse footage from the lunar eclipse that didn't happen last month?
No.
No, it's like globe evidence. It's just No,
Everybody's just ignoring it. The Globers are literally just running away from it. They don't want to address it.
Excuse me.
They just say the only address we get for it is, "Nah, you're lying." Yeah. So, and Red's rhetoric is now. Guess what? He's making a point that you can't see the moon before it actually gets in the middle of the eclipse. He says it's just impossible to get because of the exposure. So, in other words, you can't prove there's a moon going in the way. Then, making our point.
Yep. He'll have been out for that moon eclipse, though, I bet.
Mm-hmm. The only thing flat Earth is sphere itself.
I just don't understand why they get so damn mad.
Yeah. Oh, you found it, dude. Is this the one with the Bible?
Yeah.
Or with the Bible that shows the flat Earth?
This is actually talking about the year. It's got chronological time period. Yeah.
From the birth of Christ, present year, 14 years, and then the whole sum of the number of years in the beginning of the world. Present year is 5788, 6 months, and the said odd 10 days. That's interesting.
Thought it was kind of cool. And another thing I found too about the book, another book written by King James on demonology. A lot of people don't know he wrote this. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, peculiar. My name's Keith, but it's Keith. Although, in South Africa, a lot of the people can't really say man. They say Keith. Keith. They call me Keith.
That's how they say it in Ireland as well.
Keith.
How about you, Keith? How about you, Keith?
Milan Keith. But yeah, this was actually a nice stream, guys. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any closing statements? And then I think we can close it off.
Well, I'm glad the Globers put us in that place again. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great episode, guys. Done. Well done.
Well, we're proud to say Heliosexual at least had the balls to come in.
Exactly. Where's the rest of these?
Props to him.
Damn.
It sounded nice. Were he really a baller?
And that's why I said to him, is it flat up in Finland as well? I honestly thought he was a flat earther when he came in. I know I seen the heliosexual. I just thought he was being funny.
I did too at first. He really was.
That's why I asked him if he's flat up in Finland, because I thought he was a flat earther. I was surprised when he said it. I was like, oh, okay.
But yeah. But I think it was a good show. It was nice. We're going to have more of these in the future, guys, because it's nice to also just, just chill together.
It is.
What?
Only's jokes, man.
Sandy loves having these fun jokes.
That's a beauty.
So yeah, guys, thanks all for coming. I really, really appreciate it. It was cool, and it's also cool to see some South Africans. And thank you, Peculiar. It's great to have you in, man. Okay, so thank you for the super chats. Thank you, everybody, for the channel support. Thank you for you guys. You guys rock. Tomorrow night I will be off, so I won't be seeing you tomorrow evening, as I'm going to be having a birthday fry. And then Sunday's my actual birthday, but I'll have a birthday stream. So
what's it? What is it in Afrikaans?
Ek gaan 37 jaar word. So I'm becoming 37. 37. Hey, Third Rock from the Sun was an awesome TV show.
Yeah,
I
it was
actually
okay.
enjoyed
It was
that show.
okay.
It was epic. But yeah, it was good to see you guys Really appreciate you all. Please don't forget to hit the likes if you haven't already. Please do share the show. It really, really does help. Ja, ek's nog 'n jong man. So
See you tomorrow night, and tomorrow night at mine, if you want to come.
yeah. PJ's streaming tomorrow night. Salva, you streaming tonight on your channel?
No, I'm gonna take tonight off. It's Friday. Wife will be home. And
right, man.
Awesome. So yeah,
We're
thanks for
looking to-
coming. Guys, do log into PJ's stream tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central African time, 8 p.m. London time. And I'm not sure what it's time there by you guys, Salva, at that time. Eastern time. You guys Eastern?
I think we're what time you got there right now? I think you're 6 hours.
I am now almost. I'm 20 past 11.
You're 2 hours.
Yeah. You're 6 hours. You're 6 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
I know we're just 1 hour behind flat. Yeah,
You're you're 8 hours off of me.
So there's PJ's link in, guys. If you guys want to go, he's going to have a live tomorrow. Do go and support his show. I'm going to be too busy burning blurfers on my new altar, so I won't be here.
That's the best way to do it, too.
Old school. Old Testament.
Old school. Yeah. So thanks, guys, for coming, and I'll see you all then Sunday evening. Many blessings.